Good morning, Thailand. My name is Alex.
And I'm Jay.
And we got some news updates for you from around the land of smiles this Wednesday, September 17th. Before we dive into it, please remember to like and subscribe to the Thaiger to stay up to date on all things Thailand. Now, today, we'll be talking about the farang response to the BBC's Dark Thailand narrative. Rising prices having a detrimental effect on tourism numbers, and a little later, some monkey madness and some tie-in-the-sky space experimentation. What could that mean? We'll find out later. But before we dive into it, Jay,
Yes.
could you give us a quick word about our sponsor?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are looking for property, please check out fazbaz.com. They're the largest real estate property in the world. No, not in the world. Well, actually in Southeast Asia now, because they've also have an office in
Philippines, they're over there.
Philippines, Indonesia. So yeah, check out fazbaz.com if you want to buy property in Thailand, especially. Yeah.
It's the go-to organization.
The go-to.
Yeah. Thank you, Fazbaz, for sponsoring the show. Not the only thing. Tan, you got a graphic for me? I'm going to get yelled at again.
Of course.
Thank you, Jay.
Graphics
Plugs.
guy.
We got Whiskars Wednesdays tonight, guys. Over on Soy 23, there's Whiskars behind my favorite beer garden, Craft. I will be there having some drinks and then telling some jokes on stage, along with 8 of my very good friends from around the comedy scene. So tonight, come check it out. I got drink coupon tickets.
Yeah.
You can come get a little 2 for 1.
Whiskey and cigars. You will not feel more manly than that.
That's true. Yeah, absolutely, man. And until I hit the stage. All right. Maybe I should do a drag. Anyways, come see me tonight. Would love to see you guys. Moving on. Let's get into our first story. So this is something that we've been chatting about a little bit for the past couple of days, but now there's been a more unified response. So foreign voices are pushing back against the BBC's Dark Thailand narrative. That's right, a new BBC documentary, Thailand, The Dark Side of Paradise, has triggered backlash among both Thais and foreigners who claim it paints an unfairly negative picture of Thailand. Critics argue the film focuses too heavily on social issues and crime while ignoring the many positive aspects and experiences of life in the country. Some who have lived in Thailand say their own experiences don't match the documentary's portrayal, calling it misleading and sensational. The debate has sparked a wider conversation about how Thailand is represented in international media and how such representations affect perceptions from abroad. As a result, voices defending Thailand are growing louder, especially among expats and tourists who feel mischaracterized. Yeah, I don't know.
I spoke about this briefly yesterday, how, yes, a lot of YouTubers are now actually coming out and speaking out on this. So Mike Yu, he's one of the most popular expat influencers here. Mike Yu was contacted to be part of this, and he was part of it. And he had no idea that it was even called The Dark Side of Bangkok. He didn't even know that they were making a negative documentary about Thailand. Another friend of the Thaiger. He's a YouTuber that does like farming. He's in the rural parts of Thailand.
I think I know who you're talking about, but it escapes me right now too.
Dom and...
Anyways, what did he say?
But a couple of them were coming out and they saying, they were reached out to many months ago. And they had no clue that this was going to be so negative or that this is the topic. And they were almost basically misled. And they almost... came out, and some of them were apologizing that, hey, I apologize that I associate myself with this sort of video. If I knew what it was going to be talking about or how they were going to portray this, they would have never done it.
Look, I want to give a little bit of fair play to the other side in that apparently there are some aspects of the documentary that are fair, shed some light, and also shed some light on some of the good stuff. But literally, the name of the documentary is The Dark Side of Paradise.
But they didn't know that.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, is that that by framing it just from the title alone, people are going to go into it with a certain set of expectations, or maybe just ignore it as a result. But it does seem like a sensationalization.
Yeah.
Is that a word?
Is it Ryan and Mo? I think it's Ryan and Mo.
Ryan Mo. Well, anyways, let us know your thoughts, guys, in the comments.
Yes,
if you have
Our
any
Life in
idea
Bamboo Hut.
About
Ryan and Mo.
Cool. Ryan and Mo also didn't know. Poet didn't know it either.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on to our next story, Jay.
Yeah.
Hit it.
All right. Well, our next story, unfortunately, is a slightly not so good one. Tourism downslide. Sky high costs drive fewer visitors to Thailand. Thailand has seen a drop of about 7.08% in foreign tourist arrivals from January 1st to September 14, 2025, compared to the same period in 2024 last year, totaling about 23 million visitors. The state planning agency has lowered its full year forecast for arrivals to 33 million, down from an earlier estimate of 37 million. Malaysia now leads as the largest source of tourists, with China close behind, but Vietnam is gaining ground as a preferred destination for Chinese travelers. Rising costs, especially in accommodation, food, and travel, are cited as major deterrent, with many pointing out that aspirational value and affordability are no longer aligned. The numbers suggest that Thailand's competitive edge as a budget-friendly destination is under pressure, and that price sensitivity among travelers is starting to shift their destination choices.
That's the interesting aspect about this, is that it doesn't appear to be affecting Western tourist numbers very much, but it's certainly affecting like the Japanese, the Chinese, and things like that, who are, they've been coming to Thailand for years. Right? A lot of people make repeat trips to Thailand and stuff like that. So I think the combination of the price sensitivity plus like, hey, I've done this before. Yeah, might as well go see something else.
Like to take a silver lining here from somewhere. I feel like the people who have visited Thailand will always keep on visiting it because they fall in love with the place and it's an amazing place. Could this perhaps mean that we might start having more quality tourists? Because the report suggests that it's all about affordability and stuff like that. I'm just saying, is it possible? Possibly. Is it going to help the economy and help the tourism business here? I don't know. Do we constantly need to be going up? Do we need to be more crowded and more this and more that? Perhaps
the idea.
Perhaps this could be a.
Look at you trying to find the silver linings. This is not good, Jay. It's just not good.
I know.
I guess for people that want it to be less crowded, sure, but the economy, it's the lifeblood. Yeah. And a 7% down in the tourism sector is going to have massive ripple effects throughout the entire economy. So. What is the government going to do? How are they, especially when the government seems to be rotating in and out and not being able to effectively pass policy. It's a challenge. Yeah. So we have to wait and see.
And a lot. I feel like a lot of businesses depend on tourism, and tourism affects everyone. Take us for example. Even though we're a news and information company, we still have a production team. A lot of our services that we provide that include marketing is B2B, working with businesses, and we can't work with businesses if tourism is down, because then they don't want to spend. They don't and then they're struggling. So it's like everything really depends a lot on tourism and people coming to this country.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not necessarily a great thing, if I think about it. But
I will say, Nickel here has a very nice comment where he says, like, it seems to be changing week by week. Like, the numbers that they release to us. Like, some weeks they're like, no, things are going great. And then the next week they're like, the sky is falling. And,
it's not necessarily the sky is falling. And this is sometimes, like, people sometimes get upset with us when we report on news like this. As in, like, why are you guys talking about the tourism numbers going down? That's negative news. That's not something you should be talking about. And I'm like, I didn't just wake up and decide that I'm going to be talking about some negative news. It's just a fact. And we're going to talk about it if that's the fact. Look around you.
Yeah. I hear it being felt. I have a lot of business owner friends here. In Thailand.
But we can't just lie. We can't just constantly say things that are untrue.
Well,
not reporting on it. I don't know. Anyways, we could debate this forever.
People get mad at us.
Everybody's got a point, and I get it. They're coming from a good place, but there's no winning.
Cool. All right. Anyways. Yeah. I got some fun political news. Okay. I guess. We'll see.
Political news. There we go.
Well, it's just wacky. Okay. I don't know what to make of this anymore. Ex-Prime Minister Thaksin, if you'll remember, put in prison. Yeah. Well, guess what? He might be making an escape. We'll see. Because he's off to the medical wing after court orders his prison term. This is just kind of how he got out of it last time. But let's see if it works this time. Former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra, aged 76 and battling chronic health conditions, has been ordered by Thailand's Supreme Court to serve a 1-year prison sentence after ruling that his previous hospital stay did not count toward prison time, as it usually doesn't. As a result, he has been moved into the medical wing of Bangkok's Klong Prem prison to better accommodate his age and health status. This move follows a long controversy over his 2023 sentence, during which he spent part of it in a hospital suite rather than in a standard prison cell, raising questions over fairness and legal technicalities. Thaksin's transfer is seen as both a recognition of his medical needs and a response to legal obligation to enforce the sentence properly. Meanwhile, his family, including his daughter, Pei Tongtan, have visited him, reporting that while he has some blood pressure issues, his condition is stable.
Strange how last week, when he wanted to travel to Dubai, he seemed fairly okay to travel.
It seems like a weird narrative tightrope that they're trying to walk. Like, oh, yeah, he's too sick for prison, but he's not too sick to be the figurehead and leader of the Pheu Thai party. You know what I mean? It's like, which you gotta...
Hey.
Kind of gotta pick a lane there.
He's got high blood pressure.
Yeah, he's got high... But that's it. But that's it. There's nothing else wrong with him. So then...
He's also old.
He is old. There's no doubt about that. Old is not a disqualifier for political leadership these days, though. There's plenty of old dudes still running the show all over the place.
No, I mean... Is there some truth into this? Sure. Will people argue that it's absolute nonsense and that they're just excuses? Yes, that's what the people would say. Some people, not all.
Not these people. We would never say that. Well, Jay, it's not the only Prime Minister news, or ex-Prime Minister news, I should say.
Okay, well,
take it away.
Abhisit Vejjajiva steps up as Democratic Party leader to rebuild confidence. Is this the return of a former prime minister? Well, following the sudden resignation of the Democratic Party's leader due to health concerns, former Prime Minister Abhisit Vejjajiva has agreed to reassume the leadership role. His return is viewed as a move to restore both morale within the party and trust among the public, especially ahead of upcoming political contests. Internal discussions hinge on whether the party will double down on past ideologies or adjust its platform to better respond to current political dynamics. It is believed that members hope his leadership will stabilize the party during a time of uncertainty. Abhisit's comeback also reflects broader concerns about the survival and relevance of Thailand's oldest political party in today's environment. Wow, he has aged.
Well, that's what they do.
That is true. Yeah. Well, Abhisit Vejjajiva, I remember him from when I was in high school. He was this young, handsome, suave, well-dressed prime minister. One of the first of this new gen prime ministers. And then right after that was a coup.
Yeah, there's a lot of those in Thai history. It's something that's weird to me, though, is like I am having trouble following the policy platform positions of these political parties. Everybody seems to be doing like it seems so like Game of Thronesy, where like everybody's just concerned with who's actually going to hold the power, and I'm not really hearing a whole lot of like what are we actually going to do, right? If we got the power, how are we going to win these votes? So it's interesting to hear here, like, are we going to double down on old ideologies? Are we going to completely change our platform? It doesn't seem like there's a moral core there, if that makes sense.
Here's a food for thought. I just wanted your opinion on this. Obviously, classic Thailand going in circles back and forth. We have had many coups. Would you rather prefer uncertainty and years of just, who, this person, that person, impeachment, oh no, this party, that party, let's make a coalition, oh wait, no, you can't be in power, oh, let's do another democratic vote, or we just go one time, coup, get a leader in, I'm the leader now, no more elections, what are you going to do about it? Go with it.
Did you just punctuate that with a Sieg Heil? No,
it was sideways. What is with you?
Because Jay, I like democracy. Okay, like,
I'm just moving my hand.
So you were saying some Reiki things there for a little bit.
I'm just saying, like what?
I don't know. And Tony brings a good point. Both options lead to instability and uncertainty. Look, here's one thing I'll say. In American democracy, so like this is what they say about China, right? Xi Jinping, he's there forever, right? And that leads to stability. The thing is, Xi Jinping will die eventually. This leads to a power vacuum. We have a death of Stalin situation, and everything just falls into chaos. So it's like you get short-term stability, but it leads to long-term instability when the power vacuum emerges. In the democratic systems, you get short-term instability, right? Where you're like, okay, now it's 4 years Trump, then Biden, then like whatever. It's like, but that short-term instability leads to a longer-term stability because you know that you're always going to have a changing of leadership within a few years. Okay. So that's how I used to teach it in comparative politics, and that I think is why it's better and why the democratic systems tend to last longer without actual revolutions that we see here in Thailand with coups and things like that.
Democracy for all.
Yeah, it was Winston Churchill's quote: "Democracy is the worst form of government,
or at least the illusion of it,
aside from all the other ones." Cool. Well, that's enough politics.
Yeah.
Fun stuff. What do you say we hear a quick Fazwaz break before we get into the fun parts of the news? We're gonna dive into it. This is not a cheerocracy.
Wow. That was a refreshing break, Alex.
It was. I needed it after all the political discourse that we were getting into. Fun topics. I gotta say.
Alex hates dictators.
That's so wrong? Like, I don't know. Thought that was a popular thing to do.
All right.
Well, anyways, our next story, guys. We're going to get out of politics and get into some of the wackier stories now.
Yeah.
Our first stop is Lopburi. What happens up in Lopburi, Jay? Do you know?
Well, not farangs behaving badly, but
other primates.
Yes.
That's right. Primate panic in Lopburi. Hundreds of monkeys break free and run wild.
I feel like this happens every 6 months.
Pretty. They're out of control. More than 100 monkeys escaped from the Pokhao Ton monkey shelter in the town of Lopburi and caused chaos in the nearby streets, homes, and public areas. The escaped primates were seen invading people's property and generally acting aggressively, triggering panic among residents. Authorities are trying to contain the situation amid concerns for both public safety and animal welfare. The incident adds to ongoing tensions in Lopburi, where human-monkey conflicts have been rising due to large monkey populations and closer human-animal reactions. Locals are calling for stronger control measures to prevent future outbreaks and reduce risks to people.
No monkey business.
Bro.
Summer.
I've been close to these monkeys. I've actually been to areas where you can buy food and just feed the wild monkeys and stuff.
Don't do it.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
And regrets, I have to say. As a tourist, you don't know.
Yeah.
Is this okay? No.
I don't know. As staying in my home, that's my safe place. I just don't want to be dealing with all this monkey business. Like, they're trying to steal my clothes. They're trying to get into my house. They're just staring at me.
Menacingly.
Yeah, I get the news. Everybody stay in. There's hundreds of monkeys on the loose. Oh, here we go again.
Oh, God. Instead of the weather report, you're checking the monkey report.
And then there was that famous story about how the police had to barricade themselves in the police station because they were surrounded by thousands of monkeys.
What was that movie? Assault on Precinct 13 or something like that?
Oh, no, that was just Lopburi 8 months ago. That's what that was.
Insanity. What do you do, though, right? Because I love that Thailand has this... It's very Buddhist, right? There's a humanitarian aspect to it.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want to kill the monkeys, right?
Well, true, but
this could be, in other countries, this would be a cull situation.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
You
got to ban them all!
Yeah.
Hashtag dictatorship.
It's something that I love about, Thailand society in general. Is just people are like, they're cute. Like, they're just being a bit of a menace right now. So,
okay.
How do they break out of the sanctuary?
I don't think... Are there, cages? I don't think so. It's like an open temple.
Is that it? I just feel like... I don't know. I like the idea of a monkey heist where they, trick a guard and pull the keys off him. And
I don't know, man. I don't think monkey and cute.
Not anymore.
Tell me a cute monkey depicted in any animation.
Rafiki?
Maybe Curious George. Yeah, but Rafiki was kind of scary. Those monkeys are scary, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Rafiki was cuckoo.
Curious George, there's your example.
Yeah, but Curious George is I feel that's a bad depiction. Monkeys are not as friendly.
No, I agree. Huh. They just know. They know that
you've been in Asia. You know those monkeys aren't as friendly.
Oh, God.
All right.
Well, anyways.
We're going to move on to our last story for today, which is...
No, it's not. We got two more. Sorry.
Third last story for today. All-night shop theft. All right. A gamer disappears with bag after posing as a customer. In the city that keeps giving, in Pattaya, a suspect entered a gaming shop in Soikop posing as a normal customer, logged onto the computer, and remained inside for nearly 10 hours. Then, under cover of this long stay, he stole a bag and fled. The shop has released CCTV footage to the public to help authorities identify the individual. Staff say the suspect's behavior was calculated, using the guise of a customer to avoid suspicion. 10 hours. The incident has raised concerns about security in shops that are open all night. I wonder what was in the bag.
Me too. Like, yeah.
A couple of laid bag chips.
Maybe it could be a crypto wallet. I don't know, but
that's commitment. All right, that is commitment,
right? Like,
let me pretend to be a customer for 10 hours and then steal this bag.
Wild, yeah. That's why I picked this story, because I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Like this guy, you could have worked for 10 hours and probably made more money than what was in that bag.
Yeah, look, I hope they catch him. I hope he, has to deal with the consequences. But I think we can all admire the commitment here.
Again, Jay's advice on criminality wouldn't be a Thaiger episode without.
Just saying. Facts are facts.
Oh, God. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Like, was he, looking out the entire time? Was he waiting for 10 hours?
For the perfect moment to strike. Yeah. Or maybe he was just gaming.
Or was he just enjoying the whole time? He was like, hey, I'm just going to take this bag as I leave.
Well, I like the idea that maybe he was gaming and just picked up the wrong bag after 10 hours and he's in a zombified state.
That is also possible.
It could just be an innocent mistake, but I don't know.
Who knows?
Dude, somebody stole Jason's balaclava.
Yeah, that's so gross.
Dude, somebody, on his bike, he's got his riding mask on the side, and then some other Grab driver just, stole it. I'm like, bro, you're going to wear someone else's balaclava?
At work... in our parking lot. So a balaclava is basically a piece of cloth that you wear around your face before you put on your helmet. It helps it slide down. It helps with the sunburns and stuff. And Jason was very upset that somebody stole his balaclava that he just left on his bike. Because, who would steal someone else's balaclava? It's like stealing some other man's used underwear.
Face mask or something. Well, okay, that too.
Because, you sweat in it. This is gross. Why would you steal someone's
balaclava? He tried to get me to wear it for some sketch that we were doing sometime. Yeah. I'm like, I am not wearing that. What are you, insane? No, that's disgusting.
Anyways.
All right, on to our last two stories. I wanted to see if maybe we could zombie it. Anyways, second to last story.
Okay.
Thailand is going to space. Well, at least one of its experiments are. A Thai liquid crystal experiment is now rocketing to the ISS. That's right, Thailand has launched its first ever research payload to the International Space Station, namely the Thailand Liquid Crystal in Space, or TLC project, Chasing Waterfalls people, which will investigate how liquid crystals behave in microgravity. The experiment was developed by scientists from Kasetsart University and GISTDA, working in collaboration with NASA. It's designed to run for 3 months aboard the ISS, after which the data and the payload will return for analysis to Thailand. Researchers hope results will have technological applications back on Earth, potentially improving display technologies like LCDs. The launch is being seen as a major milestone that boosts Thailand's scientific prestige and opens doors for future space research collaborations.
Yay, good news.
Cool. Yeah. Space stuff.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the first Thai in space. Has there been a Thai person in space?
I have no idea.
I don't think so.
I feel like we should know that.
Anybody know? Nope. If our Thai people don't know, then probably I would assume that'd be a very famous person.
I feel like Mookie would be the first woman in space. Thai and woman.
She's got the look.
She does have the look.
She's got the look. All right. Well, our last
She's
story.
also got the calmness. Like, if I wanted anyone to talk to an alien, it would be Mookie.
Kai Mook?
Yeah.
For alien
She's got a very calming, hi.
Yeah. Till she screws you on your schedule.
That is true.
Yeah.
You don't want to mess with the Mookie.
Nah.
We all know this. All right. Moving on to our last story today. Unfortunately, monsoon warning, heavy rain set to stall travel, raise flood risk in Thailand.
Yeah, the weather report. Gotta do it.
The Thai Meteorological Department is issuing warnings as the monsoon intensifies, with heavy rainfall expected across many provinces around Thailand. Dangerous seas are also forecast, with rough waters posing risks to coastal and vessel activity. Low-lying areas are particularly vulnerable to flash floods, which could disrupt travel and strain infrastructure. Officials are urging people to be cautious, particularly drivers, and advising those in vulnerable zones to prepare. The weather could adversely affect transportation and safety unless precautions are taken. Be careful out there, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a wet, rainy time.
September, yeah, exactly. This is I don't know. It happens every year. How do we not get used to this by now? I gotta improve the infrastructure somehow to get better drainage. But
we just recycle. It's pollution to floods, to political turmoil, back to pollution.
Yeah.
Back to floods.
We're in a loop.
Yeah.
Oh God. But yeah. Anyways, I've already been on the back of bolts going through the rain, and it's been like almost ankle deep and stuff. So.
Have you ever seen the movie Looper?
I have.
That movie was actually based around the political turmoil and seasons of Thailand.
Yeah. And starring Bruce Willis and a young Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
What goes wrong? All right. Well, anyways, that'll do it for the show, guys.
Yes, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are some of the stories from across Thailand today. You can find more stories on thetiger.com. You can get involved in letting your comments be known on any of these stories at
ASEANnow.com.
That's Thailand's largest English news forum.
Right. And don't forget, guys, this is a live show. So a lot of you people watch this. And by you people, I mean you beautiful people. Yeah. You watch this edited version on our YouTube channel, but we also do the show live 9:30 a.m. weekdays Thai time, and you can join the conversation with many of our live viewers as well, where we talk about more than just what's going on in Thailand.
Yes.
Also, you can become a member, and don't forget to subscribe to us across all of the social media platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, wherever you get your social media fix, we are there. Shout out Fazwaz. Come to my comedy tonight at Whiskars.
I'll be there.
Thank you. Jay's coming.
For better. Oh, no, I'm just singing. For better or worse.
For now, we will dive into the comments and see what our live viewers have to say. See the rest of you tomorrow.
If you like that story, please like and subscribe. And for more Thailand news, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok at The Thaiger, or you can go to thetiger.com and join the conversation.